accept and who will follow this philosophy. Everybody will appreciate, but hardly will live up this idea. And so he said in next 31.
Ye me matamidam nityam.
Ye me matamidam nityam.
Anutishtanti manavaha.
Anutishtanti manavaha.
Shraddhavanto na suyantaha.
Shraddhavanto na suyantaha.
Muchyante tepi karmabhihi.
Muchyante tepi karmabhihi. Ye me matam idam nityam anutishtanti manavaha. This philosophy is meant for the human being only. This is not for anyone else. Only human beings. Manavaha. Who just following this idea, whatever this, the karma philosophy, the karma yoga idea, I have explained in the previous stanza. This is my opinion. Opinion means not that personal opinion. It is the fact, eternal fact, expounded in the Vedas. Therefore, nowhere in the Bhagavad Gita just written by Vedvyasa that Krishna vache. Because this is the manual for entire humanity, not for only Hindus. Lord speaks, and Lord is accepted and by all the religions. But Krishna is accepted only by Hindus. So then it becomes a Hindu text. No, it is a universal text. This is the fact of life. Because everybody wants to be happy. Nobody wants unhappiness. So this is the idea how to get the eternal happiness. Everybody wants. Whatever religion you belongs, nobody wants in misery, suffering their life. So this is a universal text, universal this philosophy. Matamidam anuchishtanti manavaha. Who just practice this philosophy, this eternal philosophy, and who will follow this? Shraddhavan, one who have firm faith in words of the scriptures and the teacher. Anasuyantaha, one who has not seen any demerits in anyone's. Some people know lot of merits are there, but immediately they see one defect. Immediately. Therefore, one scientist used to always give the message. He used to carry a white screen and on the screen one black dot. So he used to ask, what is that? This? So everybody said, black dot, and start beating them. So white screen, you are not seeing only the black dot you are seeing. Oh, so always we just see the negativities in everyone. Though that person is very good, he speaks very well, but no, he just can't pronounce she or she alone. Everything is good. Speech is marvelous. He is a good orator, but share is difficult now. He wrongly pronounced. Little mistakes we found. These type of people, they cannot follow the good things and good message of it. One who has got Shraddha, that devotion. Devotion means not blind devotion. The devotion supported by the right intellectual appreciations. That they people also get liberated from this mess of this world, these gunas, this pleasure and pain, death and birth, these pair of opposites everywhere. And that gives pleasure and pain, sometimes sorrow and joy, these things. And just we are tossed by all these things, they will not. They will go beyond that state. And see the waves and all these things, the flood, everything on the surface only in the ocean. When you go deep and deep, deep and deep, then calm and quiet water is there. So if superficially we just look at the life, then we see always the agitations, turmoils. But as we go deep and deep into our life philosophy, then we find, it is very tranquil ocean of bliss. Really, the real nature of our mind is calm and quiet. But when we throw the stone, the pebbles of desire, then it gets agitated. Otherwise, calm and quiet. The real nature is that. So that these people, those who have firm faith, unflinchings, this devotion in my word. In my words means the eternal philosophy, the eternal law of these Vedas. It is not a Krishna philosophy or anyone's philosophy. It is the truth of the life. It is the truth of the life. Muchyante, they will be liberated themselves from these sorrowful worlds forever, forever, forever. And they will really enjoy the bliss of the life, and they should not have the cavilling and this disturb and this shaking faith. That is very important. Shastra Guru Vakyeshu Satya Buddhya Avadharaye. In the teaching of the scriptures and the message, divine message of the great soul, wise soul, we should have firm faith. That is called Shraddhaha. And these type of people only will be benefited by this my philosophy or Arjuna and these things there. So these are the conditions to enjoy. And they people only live up that ideas. Otherwise people will listen and they talk too much about the philosophy, but in their own life you will not see any trace of anything. Talking they can do, my Guru, because they are the good professors, but they are not realized soul. In college also, the Vedanta philosophy is taught by the professors, but they are not realized soul. So, this is the idea, but Lord knows, the maximum people know they are against my opinion. Because it is natural. We go for the momentary joy and happiness immediately. And people say, no, you will get after some time. They say, no, after some time we will see. Immediately they jump into this excitement, and after that they become so dull that they can't do anything. But that is the idea. They cannot have patience. That is. Now, these type of people, what will be their fate, their futures, the Lord is explained in next verse.
Yetve tadapyasuyantaha nanutishtanti me matam sarvajnana vimudamstan Viddhinasthana cetasa.
Tu means different from those people earlier said, those who have got firm faith and total devotions and surrender to this right understanding, right thinking. Just with contrast to that, the people, those who always just find out the fault in all the things, nanutishtanti me matam, they will not live up, they will not just practice in this philosophy. They just think that this is only when we grow old, then only we'll think. Then they can't do anything. How can they do anything? Because all senses are now packing and ready to go. And that time we start karma yoga and this yoga and that yoga. That is not possible. Because every this limbs, senses ready to go, packing slowly, ears stop listening, and slowly, eye also can't see properly. This is, you can't just smell anything. This is all, this can't all. At that time, it's not possible. All the sentences who realize their own self, real nature, they, you see, in their life, they started this spiritual journey right from the young age. And some of them in previous life also, they started the journey. Now they maybe lost this birth and they realize that thing. It is not that only one birth, everything is. It is the evolutions. How much we can evolve from the present status to the divine higher status. That evolution takes place slowly. As Gurudev said, it is not a revolution. That today you heard all these things and tomorrow you just advent as a realized soul. It's not possible. It is a slow and steady process. Now we are having interest in this life, too much spirituality in the Gita and this thing. This is some results, the total results of our past sadhana. Thousands and lakhs of people are there, they know Bhagavad Gita, but they are not able to come and listen. Still some vasana is there. So, this is the important thing. And those who have arrogant and not listening the right truth and following that, sarva jnana vimudastam nashta chetana. O Arjuna, thinks that as if they have just destroyed their life because they lost their power of discriminations. Buddhi nasha pranashyati. Because the power of discrimination, right and wrong, real and unreal, the self or not self, the discriminative power is specially given to man to realize his own real nature, true nature. And so, if they lost this power, then they lost their life. Because again they are in they fall in the circle of transmigrations. Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi. This circle, vicious circles, always there for them. They cannot have peace and happiness because always they have to be born. And once you are born, everything is there. You have to do everything. All these things are there. Miseries are there. Dukkhalaya mashashvatam. The introductions of this world Lord has given. This is this dukkhalaya, house of just sorrow. Just like vastralaya, house of clothes. Oshadalaya, house of medicines. Dukkhalaya, house of distress, problem, suffering. Everything is there. Why? Because everything is perishable. Everything is in the flux, changing. We want changeless. We don't want any change. We want always be young, but we grow old against our will. So this is there. So sarva jnana vimudastam nashta chetsaha. They just fall from their real purpose of their life. Therefore, there is no chance for them to raise and to just get rid of this vicious circle of birth and death. And Lord says what to do. Because the wise people also just do as per their nature. Though I am giving good message, very good lecture to them, and they are convinced also, but when the time comes to act accordingly, they are failed.